What's up, cuties? Shout out to the blueprints. Period. Dr. Melody Shari. I'm going to tell you guys right now, don't drop a damn thing in the chat about the bird, also known as Ariane Curry, who will forever try to get her motion when it comes to anything concerning Melody Shari. I don't give a damn what she said, period. Okay? She only show her head when it's concerning Mel. So yeah, we will not be discussing anything when it comes to her. She in the same damn position that she was when she was messing around with Martell when he was married. Okay. But we here. We are here. Let me first properly thank you guys for joining me. Give me 1 second. I'm doing this a different way, attempting to. But if you did not hit the like button, please go ahead and hit the like button on your way in. We know what's going on today. The breaking news of Melody Cherie officially leaving Love and Marriage Huntsville. And look, it's time. No fly zone when it comes to birds, DG. Facts. Let me put that comment on the screen. Because yeah, as expected, let me go ahead and try to see if I can get some shine. No, ma'am. Not over here. Take your crazy ass on. Um, First of all, real quickly, shout out to Patricia T and Charlene. Thank you guys for joining the Cutie Crew. Shout out to the Cutie Crew. We met up last night for 4 hours, and I be damn. As soon as we left our members only live, shout out to Millichan, also Philly Girl for Life, for texting me. Mel made her announcement last night. We're gonna get into it. But to the Cutie Crew, shout out to you guys, to my cutie mods, Pink Diva, LaDwan, Linda Gamble. Shout out to you guys. So far, that's all I see. Thank you guys for being here and modding for me. And shout out to all of you cuties, any new subscribers. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. Um, and I'll start off by saying this. First of all, I am so very proud of Mel. So very proud of her. Mel has handled herself with style, with grace, with class, with poise, with faith, with all of that, all of these years. And when she decided to leave Martell Holt, I said then, um, thank you for showing women what it looks like to go through it and get through it. And she did. But it didn't stop because she had to go through it right on this goddamn show. Okay? And we're going to get into a little bit of that. But with her making the decision to leave that toxic marriage, the toxicity continued on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and everybody from Carlos on down chose to stand by the side of her AB user, Martell Holt. So how Mel has been able to make it this far has been amazing, if you really think about it that way. You know what I'm saying? It's been amazing. So we'll get into it, but we're going to go ahead and look at the official announcement. Shout out to It's Only Entertainment. And again, for me, shout out to Millichan because that's where I heard it first. Now, we'll say this with me not checking my, is it this one? No. With me not checking my DMs, child, because y'all be wearing me out. It was over there in my messages hours before I even ended my members only last night. So shout out to you guys that sent it to me, and I appreciate it. But we're going to go ahead and go through the official statement from Mel. She was over in Millichan's live last night, and she confirmed it. Okay? She confirmed it. And we'll go through it. She said in 2018, I decided to share my life with the world as a cast member on the Oprah Winfrey Network's Love and Marriage Huntsville. Then I had no clue what to expect. I only knew that bringing this show to fruition, and make no mistakes about it, she did. There will be no Love and Marriage Huntsville without Mel, Carlos, Tisha, Kimmy, Maurice, all of y'all asses. Marcel. She brought it to fruition because it had been a goal of hers. And she said that it would be another one that I could knock off the list. I've always been intensely ambitious, and I believe reaching this milestone was another step in the right direction. So we thought. So she thought. And it was for her. She said, and it was for many reasons. Because of my time spent on the show, much of my life is now documented and sealed in history. The only reality that came out of Love and Marriage Huntsville is exactly what she just stated, her life. She said that she's been presented with opportunities beyond her dreams. Mel said, I've had the pleasure of meeting some amazing people while unfortunately also learning tough lessons about life, relationships, and friendships. To break that down a bit further, those tough lessons that she had to learn, yeah, ain't no friendships. Nobody stood with Mel. But she goes on to say, I count it all a blessing because without pressure, there is no diamond. It is not easy bearing some of your darkest moments to the world, but it becomes easier when you know you were created to withstand the heat. That's a whole damn word. The heat's been on, guys, since she stepped on the scene. The heat continued after Martell when it comes to Carlos, allowing him to continue to be on this show and the no good cast. That's being under pressure. That's heat. Let me continue. She says, still, this chapter must come to a close, and this is the end of my chapter with Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm thankful for the support of those who have shown me grace, loyalty, and love. None of it has gone unnoticed, and it will never be forgotten. Mel says she's excited for the next chapter and what's to come. God bless. Love, your 2024 reality TV queen. Um, she broke it down. Drop the mic. Not much really needs to be said after that. And again, I am just so very proud of Mel. Look, it's a wonderful thing that Mel has chosen peace, that she's chosen herself again. That's amazing. How could me, you, or anybody else be upset with that? Again, she's chosen herself. And yeah, it is wonderful. It really, really is. Um, Again, she chose herself after what she went through with Martell Holt. Imagine starting this show married, going through what she's gone through when it comes to the infidelity, living her truth out loud right on Love and Marriage Huntsville, deciding to leave him right on Love and Marriage Huntsville, divorcing him right on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Imagine going through all of that, and then the show and the people involved chose to stand by him. That's Carlos and again the cast. No matter what Martell has done, they chose him. Imagine working in that toxic environment. How do you expect me to welcome these people with open arms and scenes and all of that? How? And we witnessed her trying. She tried. She tried. Gutter toxic work environment is what she was in. And we all know, look, every damn thing, I think, well, no, not really, because it's a lot that Mel went through that we would probably never know. But we know the things that's happened from Martell, for instance, charging at Jay Taylor, wanting to assault him, charging towards and yelling at Miss Van, the ghetto-ness of Wanda, charging at and attempting to assault Mel. I could go on and on and on, really. We've witnessed this. And what we also witnessed is again, nobody from these so-called men in quotation marks on the show ever attempt to really check Martell Holt. And Carlos rewarded him year after year after year. Wait a minute, you did what? You tried to get at her makeup artist and assault him? Let me go ahead and renew your contract. Wait a minute, you did what? You showed all these people a revenge P video? Yes, your contract is renewed, Martell. Disgusting. To think and know that all of the cast knew about that. Make no mistake about it. Tisha bringing Carson Blue on Love and Marriage Huntsville was a plot from the beginning. Where's Carson now? Carson was Tisha's makeup hairdresser, so much so that they had this relationship that they wanted to work out on screen. Is Carson still doing Tisha's hair? No, because that was yet another plot to embarrass Mel. But it failed. It failed. Thanks to, again, the motor mouth bird. For that, we thank you, you dumbass trick, Ariane Curry, for you getting so jealous and upset where Carson came out here and blew up the spot. Yeah, thank you. But when it comes to the cast, again, Tisha, Marceau, they knew that. They knew that Carson was the tie to Ariane Curry and the tie to what Martell Holt showed them, that revenge P. And yes, Carlos King allowed her to come on that show. I just want to break down a little bit of the truth of what Mel has been going through. Who would want to really work alongside that? I know I wouldn't. A lot of us have left companies and jobs for much less. That could have been toxic, but it wasn't broadcasted to the world. There's no way. And like Mel said, all money ain't good money. So, am I proud of Mel from walking away from that? Absolutely. But I'm also saddened and angry that no one, especially Carlos King, stood with her, stood beside her, and they plan to continue. The title of the episodes for the reunion shows that Mel's double standards, Mel and Martell tried to groom Destiny. All of that was yet to come. And guess what? Had she signed that contract for another season, that would have been all of their storylines. Cammy, first of all, shout out to Bondi Blue. Shout out to Jeremy Speaks. I was in the bushes yesterday and just to hear other content creators that are not really on this side per se when it comes to the total support of Melody Cherie. I was so proud of listening on to what they had to say about the cast and Carlos. So kudos to them. But that would have been the storylines for Destiny. What you gonna talk about now, Destiny? Mel and Sonny is gone. Kimmy, what you gonna talk about? Told you guys when Marceau and Tisha came live, and I said this yesterday, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that was fear. That was fear. Yes, ma'am. Marceau was spooked. What y'all want to see from us? And I'll say again, what the hell have we been seeing 9 seasons in? Carlos, you ain't shit to even allow people to skate by and latch themselves to the story of Melody Cherie for 8, 9 seasons. You ain't shit. And for you, Carlos, to get on your platform with Tisha, with Kimmy, and say how much, oh my God, wait till y'all see this reunion. Oh my goodness. Oh, you ain't shit. And God don't like ugly. Mel don't have to wish any harm or ill will towards anybody. It is people out here wishing that she is 6 feet under. God don't like ugly. But again, for Carlos to revitalize his own damn career off of the back of Melody Cherie and her transparency and realness and reality, and for him to do her like this is gutter. I ask you guys, why would all these women quit that's been under the umbrella of Kingdom Reign? Carlos King. Why would Monique quit? And she come out and say he's the worst that she's ever worked with. Much worse than Bravo. Why would she quit? Why would Aikisha quit? Why would So Gucci quit? Why would Winner quit? Why would Melody Cherie quit? Are we going to blame all of those women? Had to be them, right? Had to be the women, black women. Why would they quit? Don't nobody give a damn. Like, seriously. They quit for a reason. They quit for toxic work environments. They quit because they realize this man don't give a damn about nobody. Carlos, everything is not reality TV. For a lot of these people, it's their reality. And Mel gave you her reality. And for you not to protect that and support that, what you really doing out here? What are you really producing? I'm puzzled. He loves to say, my number one show on. Would you have Love and Marriage Huntsville? Did it take Carlos shopping the idea around? Yes. Did it take Carlos changing the format just a tad bit? Yes. But again, I just ask people really just to be honest. Without the meeting with Melody Cherie that he once said was, oh my God, when I saw her, I saw a star. Without that connection, nothing would have come. Mel was persistent in continuing to reach out to Carlos King, and the show was picked up. And do I think that Tisha, Marceau, Kimmy, or anybody Oh, Mel, their last breath? Absolutely not. But again, we wouldn't know you all without her. So for me, it's always been that Carlos changed the format up and all of that from what really would have been Black excellence and made it this ensemble cast and all of that so he can steal somebody else's dream like he's done in the past. Shari came out and said it. Candy came out and said, we can go on and on and on. I'm sure there's more. Low down and dirty. So yeah, I am angry. I am mad because one of the slogans that is just our reality as Black women is protect Black women. And we didn't get that when it comes to Melody Cherie. That's how her supporters were formed. That's how the mellometers was formed. Damn, ain't nobody else gonna protect it. Let's come on out here and just be a support for her. And it won't stop. It's not gonna stop. Who would do that? I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I'm not blacking out the reunion and let whatever the hell they say go and stand. No, I'm gonna come out here and blast their ass just like I've been doing. Because for me, pulling back from that is removing that support and letting whatever they get off stand. It's not gonna happen over here. So if you blacking out, please black out my comment section as well. Um, it's disgusting though. But I do want to say when it comes to major publications, they are on the side of rights. And it's a beautiful thing to see. Shout out to Essence. A couple of you guys put it in my comment section. Feel it girl for life texted it to me as well. And I'm going to go ahead and read that. Essence that really, really supports Black women wrote up a beautiful, beautiful article. And I'm going to go ahead and read it for you guys real quickly. I will be dropping a link as well. And once I'm done, and when you guys come up, I know a lot of you guys are angry. We may let loose tonight. You know, we do have Friday Night Live on Patreon, but I want you to come up and show your support for Mel because this really is a beautiful, beautiful day. So, words of encouragement and all of that. But Essence says Melody Cherie bids farewell to Love and Marriage Huntsville, and honestly, she deserves this piece. Wait a minute now. Essence realizes that, just like male supporters and mellometers have realized that she deserves this piece. The cast didn't realize it. Carlos King didn't realize it. And if you coming in late, we are not talking about the bird in this live today. Okay, it is a no-fly zone for birds. So I don't give a damn what Ariane had to say. For mods, if you see anything mentioning Ariane, go ahead and delete that there. Thank you, Linda Gamble. But Essence, worldwide publication, they realize Mel deserves this piece. They said that Melody Cherie endured a messy divorce, on-screen betrayals, and off-screen harassment. Again, wait a minute. Essence realized this and Carlos King didn't. Essence realized this and the cast didn't. On-screen betrayals and off-screen harassment. Now she's reclaiming her time. Yes, ma'am. And leaving Love and Marriage Huntsville behind. So, and shout out to the author of this, Shelby Stewart. But she said, after 9 drama-filled seasons, business and beauty mogul Melody Cherie is officially saying goodbye to Love and Marriage Huntsville. And let's be real. She's more than earned this exit. The OWN network star made the announcement Wednesday during a candid Instagram live session with fans before releasing an official statement that read like a woman finally reclaiming her time. Just that first little paragraph alone, baby, yes, ma'am. And I told you guys, I was in Millijon's live last night, and Mel was like, Dag, you guys gotta really have the facts before you believe it. But make no mistake about it. This was my title 2 days ago. Mel is done. I picked up everything that she dropped, okay, in that live. But they go on to say that Melody has been the backbone of Love and Marriage Huntsville since it premiered in 2018. No lies told. Produced by, I'm not even gonna say what they said, child, because I don't agree with it. Well, I just don't agree with it. But they said produced by reality TV heavyweight Carlos King. The show quickly became a fan favorite for its mix of Black excellence, business, and you guessed it, messy personal dynamics. But while the series thrived, so did the chaos in Melody's personal life. Again, this is Essence worldwide publication. They said, let's not forget, this woman endured a whole divorce in front of the cameras. And not just any divorce, a scandalous, drawn out, emotionally gutting split from Martell Holt that played out for the world to see. Infidelity, betrayal, disrespect. Melody faced it all while still holding her head high. No lies detected. They go on to say, and if that wasn't enough, off screen, she's been open about dealing with harassments, threats, and revenge, P. Still living in her authentic life, still telling the truth of what's going on. And again, Martell has been rewarded with a new contract. They say through it all, she kept showing up, giving us transparency and strength. And that strength, I think a lot of us just brush over that of what that really, really looks like. How did Mel come out here and continue to hold her head high? How? A lot of us, and I hate to even keep saying this about myself, would have been in jail. A lot of us would have clowned. Carlos would have loved it right there on Love and Marriage Huntsville, right there on set. Like I told the cutie crew last night, if Kimmy mentioned a BBL to me, I would have stood up, turned around, and told her ass, and it still looked better than your ass. Okay? But it took strength for Mel to handle herself in what's authentically her: grace, poise, class. A lot of us would have showed our ass. So they're right about that. But they go on to say that Melody built a brand and a loyal fan base from this show, and now she's taking her talents elsewhere. In her statement, she made it clear that while she's grateful for the opportunities that Love and Marriage Huntsville brought her, this chapter is done. Class. Mel didn't come out here and blast Carlos. Could have, in my opinion, should have, but class. No, I'm not about to ruin what my future may look like in entertainment. We gonna handle that shit off screen, behind the scenes, legally. But they go on to say the real question now, Love and Marriage Huntsville just lost its main character. Melody was the reason many people tuned in, the one with the storyline. Essence is saying this, Carlos. Marceau, Tisha over there getting her makeup done. We about to go to set. We got a theme tonight. We about to tape a theme. Essence said Mel was the one with the storyline. The entrepreneur who showed what it means to level up in real time. Without her, will this show even work? It won't. It won't. But they end this by saying one thing's for sure: Melody Cherie is walking away from the storm and into her soft life era. And we love her for this. Yes, we do. Carlos has been trying to portray Tisha as the soft life. No, it's the dumb life. It's been the dumb life. It's not authentic. We have not seen Tisha boss up in real time, just like Essence said. It's the made up life. And that's what you guys will see going forward when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville. A lot of made up shit. Go ahead and change the name to Love and Hip Hop of Huntsville. There is no authenticity. Because if so, we would have synced it by now in my Moses voice. Marcel wouldn't have to come out here and ask, okay, what y'all want to see from us? I'm still confused by that. Anything going forward is made up. When it comes to if they happen to have issues with each other, y'all ain't had issues with each other before. So if Destiny and Tisha start squabbling, or Destiny and Mel, or Destiny and Kimmy, or whomever, I say Destiny because she's the one that's really willing to sell her soul for a paycheck. Transparency and authenticity walked out the door last night. Well, technically in December. Shout out to my girl Z Me in the building. Shout out to Z Me. We love you, sis. Carlos King tried to take your job, child. And we'll talk. But Dawn Michelle is in the building. If you guys could put some blueprints, blue hearts, child, in the chat for Dawn Michelle as well. Dawn said, greetings, chit chat, mods, and chat, mellow meters. Stopping by to say we love you all for your continued support through the years. Y'all are and have been important on our girls' journey. Period. And we'll continue. And we'll continue, sis. That's the thing about how a lot of us got here. We supported because we saw she wasn't getting no support. We supported because we saw her real story. We supported because we saw the plots and the schemes. So please believe we ain't going nowhere. Okay? But shout out again to Mel's manager. That position wasn't open, Carlos King. Shout out to Mel's manager, Dawn Michelle. We appreciate you as well, sis, honestly. And just for some of the stories that you shared with me when it comes to what support really looked like behind the scenes for Mel. You never wavered. You never absolutely amazing. Support, not for no check, not for no title of being manager. You've been down with Mel Child since you met her. And we can see it. Thank you, Don. Let me say this. For your class, for your poise, being a Chi-Town girl, I know how hard that could have been considering some of the shit that's been said. All I've ever seen when it comes to Dawn Michelle in regards to anybody that she's spoken to is wanting to see the best for them. That's it. That's all. So we appreciate you as well, Dawn, for showing us what it looks like in being transparent and authentic and wanting the best for people. Wanting the best. I appreciate you. Love you. You know that. And we shall talk. But like I said, shout out again to Melody Cherie. I do want to share her post that she put on Instagram this morning, and then I will be dropping a link. Shout out to Miss Van. Shout out to Mel's mama, Miss Van. And I've had the pleasure of telling Miss Van in somebody's chat, maybe my own, that I appreciate her for being what a lot of us wanted to see when it comes to a black mama on reality TV. Thank her for being what a lot of people wish they had, not myself, because I had it, when it comes to a mom that's just been supportive, pouring into her daughter from day one. But when it comes to the representation on reality TV, we know even Miss Van's story and what she could have offered to this show was tabled, edited out. They want to see the Wandas. They want to see the baddies. They want to see that. Miss Van gave us damn near, in my opinion, Claire Huxtable child when it comes to her appearance or appearances on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I thank her for that. And again, I had the pleasure of saying that to her. Positive representation. But Carlos want the Mama D's of the world. You know, that's what Carlos want. Carlos want the Wandas. Don't be shocked if Wanda will come back. That's what he wanted all along. It shouldn't have taken Mel and Martell to say anything about Wanda. She charged after that lady in a parking lot. And that's why Wanda will be on Carlos's show. I haven't watched it. But that's why I think that she'll most likely be back on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And that's why I also think that she been quiet for once in her life. So thank you, Miss Van. But let me read what Mel had to say. Mel said she slept like a motherfucking baby last night. I know you did. Woke up to this beautiful view, and she said, God is so amazing. Happy Friday, my beauties. To my mom, it is finished. I can't imagine how tough it's been on you the last several years as well. You took your time raising me to be confident, loving, graceful, and a lover of people and community. Today, I stand on protecting legacy and choosing our peace. False stories and attacks after attacks, you still showed grace and moved with so much class. Yes, she did. Mel goes on to say, to my babies, we gonna be all right. Thank you for agreeing with mommy's decision. You two are now stronger because you witnessed firsthand what standing strong looks like when our doors closed in our private moments. Even you were attacked, innocent babies, but we uplifted and reminded each other that God will handle all evil. She ends this by saying, Dear Mellometers, we are free. Thank you for holding me down and walking this journey with me from day one. Thank you for your love and support. And now accept your freedom. The chains are broken. Period. The chains are broken. So again, so very proud. So very proud for what all Mel has done since she's graced our screens. And the thing about that is she was living that life before Love and Marriage Huntsville. Who thinks she can't continue? Walked in this shit a boss. Walked in this shit a multi-millionaires. What y'all think gonna happen? Where is she going but up still? So her star will continue to rise. Um, Again, it is a happy occasion, celebration, all of that. It really, really is. But I'm not going to lie to you guys and say that I am not saddened by the display of what really boils down to being watching a woman, black woman, being unprotected. Say it. So, look, hopefully, we'll see, and I think that we will. More of Melody Cherie. Again, a boss, got her own damn network. Don Michelle, you still here? I hope you guys got something in place. Go ahead and put them cameras on my girl over there. But also bigger and better things to come. Larger networks when it comes from being greater than own. You know what I mean? The housewives are over there supporting Mel in our comment section. A lot of the reality TV celebrities, Cynthia Bailey, just a lot of them are over there showing support. And Carlos, I see a surviving Carlos King coming when it comes to you. You know what I mean? You can smile up in everybody's face and play that phony. Yes, I love her. That's my girl. And yes, people see your ass in real time. And I'll say the list again: Monique, So Gucci, Akeisha, Winter, Mel. First of all y'all ladies, gonna get together. Let's do. We'd love to see you all together. Um, that's your legacy, Carlos. That's your legacy. And for you to try to bring out that grooming shit, that's another legacy is yours as well that stems from Real Housewives of Atlanta. So again, shout out to the blueprints, Dr. Melody Cherie. We are so very proud of you. And we thank you. We thank you for living in your truth. Living in your truth out loud. A lot of people didn't like it, you know? But look, I got pink table topics here as well as Philly Girls for Life. You ladies, hold on. Give me 1 second. Shout out to Patricia T, Charlene, daughter of Israel. Shout out to Tracy Brown. Thank you for the super chat. Miss Tara, Miss Blackberry, thank you. Shout out again to the position that was already filled, manager to Melody Cherie, Dawn Michelle. Thank you again for dropping in the chat, sis. Ladies, how are you? Happy Friday.
Hey sis, happy Friday.
Hey,
Happy.
girl.
Hey. All right. We're gonna get your thoughts. Pink table topics. Sis, what are your thoughts? Again, when it comes to what we're discussing up here, I would love if those of you that's on the panel will number one offer words and encouragement and let me know how Mel's impact played a part in your life. Sis, we'll start with you.
First of all, let me say this. I was a little bit bittersweet and happy at the same time because I could just feel the compassion in her exit statement. But I am super happy for her. And I
Mhm.
already know that whatever God has already ordained for her, no man can put asunder. I know that she is way bigger than this platform. I know that she's going to excel in everything she puts her mind to. And we already know she has a plan. We know Mel is a planner. We know she's a visionary. So we already know she's already set for her future endeavors. And I am
Mhm.
just so appreciative of her for basically exemplifying what Black excellence looked like from a lot of our eyes. She showed up, she showed out each and every time she stepped foot on the scene, even though a lot of us witnessed some of the things that she was going through in her real life. She still put that smile on her face, showed up as the professional super sassy and classy Black female that she
Mm-hmm.
was, and she gave us reality TV where a lot of us would have folded a long time. I've been through a divorce. I've had a crazy ex. I've experienced a lot of that. So seeing her go through it has resilience all over her. She showed what it looks like to be, to just basically show up in spite of, regardless of the storm that she was going through. She still put on that hat and put her best foot forward, and she gave us what we wanted to see in real time. And for that, I'm so appreciative to have witnessed her on our TV screen. And shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Miss Van for being the blueprint of reality TV moms across the board. She showed up. She supported her baby girl. She was there. She was professional. She exemplified Black excellence as well. And that's what we need to see, women supporting each other and mothers standing in the gap, because she stood in the gap for her
Right.
baby girl. She knew what she was going through. She prayed for her. She kept her covered, and she did what she was supposed to do as her mother,
Yes, she
despite how
did.
people were dragging their names all across these social media streets. They still stood firm and had their held their heads up high. They did not break in front of our eyes, although
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they cried in their secret closets like most of us do. But when it was time for them to show up and to show this is what perseverance looked like, this is what going through a storm looked like. But oh, baby, when you come out on the other side, this
Better
is what
say
the
it.
blueprint looks like. You hear me?
Period.
I can be going through the storm behind the scenes. I can cry. I can do everything I need to do behind the scenes. But when I show out, baby, when I show up, baby, we show out. And this is what it looks like. Regardless of what I'm
Right.
going through, you can't hold me down. Regardless of the stumbling blocks you try to throw in my way, she
Say
stepped over
it.
those stumbling blocks and she kept it moving. And look at her now. Love and Marriage Huntsville did not make Melody Cherie. Melody Cherie made Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because
Period.
Yes,
without her,
ma'am.
there
Yes,
would not
ma'am.
have been a Love and Marriage
Period.
Huntsville. She showed us love. How did she show us love? She showed us how to hold down a Negro that did not have her best interest at heart. But
Say
she
that
stayed there
shit.
and gave him time after time to still say, I'm going to show up as your wife. I believe and fight for my marriage. I'm going to hold this down and give you a chance to get it right. You didn't get it right. I showed you marriage. This is what happens in marriage. We go through stuff. Times get hard. But when it's time for me to choose me, she showed you when it was time for her to step out of that shit. She did what she needed to do. She walked away with 4 kids. She rebuilt her businesses and she is
Period.
thriving. Shout out to the blueprint. And that's my
Period.
thought.
Baby. Woo
Yes,
child.
amen. Yes,
Take us
yes,
to church,
yes.
Let the
sis.
church say amen,
Yes,
y'all.
Let
yes,
the church
yes.
say amen. Period.
Yes.
To
Amen.
everything that you said. You know what I mean? It's been what we've witnessed, you know, and that's why I be puzzled. But yeah, I ain't thinking about other folks today. I be puzzled how people don't see exactly what you just said. Period. To all of that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Child, she preaching on a Friday. Okay. Um, Philly girl for life. Your thoughts
We
again. We
thank you,
are,
sis.
yes, we are offering praise and adoration and love and just kindness and positive words for Melody Cherie. What are your thoughts?
Here are my thoughts. I am literally old enough to be Mel's mother, and I have a daughter who is just 4 years younger than Mel. And
Mm-hmm.
so when you ask the question as, what did she do, for us, it was a privilege to be able to watch this young woman. Actually, I think we watched her grow up to some degree from sort of this innocent young woman that started this show, um, had high hopes and trusted in people. And even in the beginning, we learned a little bit of her strength because she was willing to walk away in the very beginning. So Melody has always had the walk away when it doesn't work for me. But because she and Martell had worked so hard to get this, and Carlos being, manipulative, he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't concerned about keeping this show for her, he saw his dollars fly out the window.
Say that
But
shit.
she had the strength to go through it. And oh, what a fire she went through. So to be able to watch her grow and mature through this entire process is really something for young women to see. Listen, I'm sunsetting, but certainly for young women to, we're using the word blueprint, role model, whatever adjective you want to use to describe her. She is a rising star to follow. Many won't achieve what she is achieving, but they can still use her as a blueprint to achieve the things that they want to do in their life. So I'm very thankful, for her for doing that. God, he's not a one-trick pony. So if he made this show available to her, he could do this and so much more. And so now that she has allowed her to removed herself from this show, God is saying, okay, number one, well done, my good and faithful servant, because you hung in there. And she trusted in him. But now God is saying to her, daughter, what I got for you is just going to completely blow your mind.
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
just prepared for the blessings that are going to come. And when she has posted scriptures about the enemy being her footstool, all of them jokers are going to sit back and have to say to themselves, we just mucked this whole thing up. And she's just going to walk through doors. There's a scripture in the Bible that said a prophet can't preach in his own land. And so it was time for her to leave this. She had outgrown this, but she had to go through this. I don't think she would have achieved the things that she achieved, and God could have done it another way. But certainly, it was a cleansing, a purifying. He had to allow her to go through this. Number one, to recognize her own strength, so that
Mm-hmm.
she knows that who she is, because she was young when this whole thing started. And
Right.
so to rise up like a phoenix, like she has, and to be where she is. And then that letter she read, she told the kids, don't worry, we're going to be all right. They're going to be more than all right. Hell, they're all right now, but they're
Now.
about to be more than all right.
That's
And so
right.
for all of us, and this is the other thing that she has done unknowingly. I had never even thought about, looked at YouTube, none of that. But when you think about all of the content creators, yourself and other
Mm-hmm.
content creators, I don't mention content creators on your channel, but all of
Mm-hmm.
the other successful content creators who have built this second source of income, this career, this notoriety, I, I don't believe anybody would have had this but for all of us getting behind this movement,
Movement, baby.
this woman. And because of that, because of what all of us did to support her, look how God is blessing everybody. That girl, listen, that just brings tears to my eyes, I got to tell you. Because when you look at me
Mm.
talking to you, I don't know you from a can of paint. We live in the same city, but being able to develop relationships and
Yes,
friendships
ma'am.
that are really rooted in something special,
Mm-hmm.
that's a blessing. So I don't
Mm.
even know that she even knows all that she has been able to do for all of the women and
Yeah.
men. I don't want to leave them out, but let's be honest, it's the majority women, Black women, who, because of her, because she didn't give up 4 seasons ago, 5 seasons ago, she kept pressing toward the mark of a higher call. And now here she is saying, okay, I've done my time. It's time for me to move on. And here's the thing about Melody. She's not going to, she doesn't forget where she came from. Just like she didn't forget that little town that she grew up in,
That's
she's
right.
not going to forget all of the support that she has received from the millimeters and folks who have supported her for all these years. She has taken all of us with her. And to that, I'm looking forward to the journey.
Mm. Don't you make me cry over here, child.
Girl, listen, I
Not
got tears in my eyes. And people's like, well, you guys are just getting really emotional. This was not just some woman leaving. The thing that they did to this woman is unconscionable, has never seen before. And dare I say, I hope we never see this crap again,
yeah.
because this was despicable. It really, and I'm just not using these words just to throw out words. Never in my 68 years have I seen it. And we all have dealt with some hateful ass women, excuse my French.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
this,
Yeah.
And thank God, quite frankly, for social media, because but for that, ain't no telling where this girl, because now it
Oh,
has become
child.
with all the support that helped energize her
Yes,
to
ma'am.
give her that any day that she thought, I can't go through this anymore. But perhaps somebody sent her a text message or a DM, say, hey, sis, I would, every now and again send her stuff. And I'm sure thousands. And you know the thing about it, she don't know me from a can of paint. But she would either write a response or at least put a heart on it to show that
Hmm.
she saw it.
Acknowledgement.
With
Yes,
over
ma'am.
600, who has time for that?
Yeah.
But she did.
Yeah.
But she did. So
She
yes,
did.
God is going to reward her and is going to bless her. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. Look, no truer words were spoken. Okay. Yes to everything that you said, Philly Girl for life. You got me emotional over here, child. I got a lump in my throat, but I just want to say this. You are right. The sisterhood that's come from women coming together to support her is amazing. You know what I mean? And in that, our support for her, we have supported each other as well. You
Mm-hmm.
know, gotten each other through some of the worst times, you know, feeling safe and free to share our stories. And you're right. It all started when it comes to my platform because I wanted to be a voice when it comes to the things that I saw that Mel was going through and to support her. And it's going to continue. It's going to continue. I'm with you. Look, God said go to Mel that we know of twice from
Mm-hmm.
Martell Hope, one of my first videos on this channel. This was before Mellometers. I posted probably my first community wall post was me in a hat that I purchased that God said go. Supporting Mel. That will never stop over here.
Mm-hmm.
And Carlos know it, the cast know it, they all should know it. The support of all of these platforms has been amazing to see. It really, really has. And I agree with you. I know that on tough days, that made her feel, just energized, like you said, holding her head up just a little bit more. And it's going to continue. So, Philly girl, you're right. We'll be getting together soon. But thank you for the sisterhood, the friendship, the support, all of that. And we rocking and rolling when it comes to mail. Period. Okay.
You know,
Period.
as I think about it, I've seen groups of people ladies who have been traveling together, going on trips. We're thinking about doing
Yes.
it ourselves. And it's like,
Uh-huh.
these are people that you don't even know that
Yep.
you've met through this movement.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's phenomenal. That is
Yeah.
absolutely phenomenal.
It truly is. And as for me, I've been talking about that cutie crew vacation for 2 years now. My channel is only 2.5 years old, but that was all from us coming together and supporting each other as well, as far as being members.
Mm-hmm.
And it is amazing. It is amazing. You don't see this. You don't see it. And this didn't happen just by chance. No, this happened again, like Tyra just said, for us standing together for Melody, Cherie, and ourselves. So thank you for that.
This is
Um,
divine. This is divine appointment.
that's it. Divine appointment and divine alignment.
Yep.
Period. That's it. That's it. So
All
thank
right.
you for that. Okay, thank you, Philly Girl for Life. Next up, we will have, but hold on one second, Neva P. Let me acknowledge some super chats the correct way. So I'm gonna have to edit that whole first part of my video out playing Trick Daddy. I'm gonna play it at the end as well because that's just in my spirit as far as let's go. But Prosperity 60, thank you. You said love your platform. Go Mel. I reiterate, one of God's best. You see what happens here. You see what happened here when she removed the last covering. I say no more. No more. Thank you, Prosperity. Thank you. Sammy is here. Sammy, first of all, get well soon. Um, is everybody else muted? Neva, I'm gonna mute you just in case I'm hearing that backlash or whatever that is, child, through my mic. It better not be because there's a new one. But Sammy, get well soon. I learned last night over at Millichon's that you are currently in the hospital. So, prayers going up to you and get well soon. But Sammy say pass the collection plate. Sis just ate the whole congregation. And that sis she's talking about is Pink Diva. Pink Diva, drop your link in the chat to Pink Table Topics. And baby, yes, she did. Sammy said, love you, Chit Chat and Pink Diva. Proud millimeter. Shout out to Big Male. Big Male. Period. Thank you, Sammy. Mama V, thank you. Melody has defeated the giant. Yes. In a fight, Mama V, that we know she didn't even want to be in. Damn, if I gave you my whole life, my story of divorce and leaving and all of that, why should she have to come out here and fight? So you're right. She's defeated it by leaving that shit. Period. Thank you, thank you. Again, thank you to Tracy Brown and also Tara. And let me go ahead and properly thank them. And we are going to continue on with the panel. I'll drop the link again. Anybody want to come up and give your thoughts to Mel dropping all that bullshit? Click the link. Thank you, guys. Money, 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 money. All right, all right, all right. Next up is another cutie crew sister, Neva P. How are you, Neva?
I'm good. Hello, ladies.
Hello, hello.
I just want to start off by saying well done to Mel and her mom. And
Yes,
we all want to, in God's eyes, for him to tell us well done. And I'm telling them both, well done. I am happy that she was able to go through all that God had put on her because, as we know, he never puts more on us than we can bear. She stood in it, she did it, and she prospered. I'm so proud of her, the mother that she is, the daughter that she
yes.
is. So proud of Miss Van for allowing us to see what she created. And I
Mm,
just am proud that I was able to come to like minded people and meet you guys through Melody Cherie and us viewing her and sitting in it with her as sisters,
yes,
true sisters. We don't know her, but we related to her. We saw the injustice and we came together and we saw it. We fought for her and she also fought for us when they was trying to get her to get rid of her supporters. She was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of us. And I wish her nothing but the best with her children. And again, thank you so much, Mel and Miss Van.
yes. Look, you said something in that. What Miss Van created. And she did. And she did. Even to hear the stories of Miss Van going back to school and all of that has been amazing, you know? And Neva, first of all, thank you for being a part of uh uh my support system. And I appreciate you. But what you said when it comes to Mel, spot on. Spot on. A lot of us would not have handled life and what was thrown at us that way. I'm just gonna keep it real. I ain't gonna lie for nobody. I'm gonna keep it real. I wouldn't have been able to handle it with grace and class and poise. So I appreciate Mel. As Philly Girl for Life said, a lot of us are older than Mel, and we look up to her.
Yes.
Older than, but look up to her. You know,
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's amazing. So it's been a joy, and the support don't stop. And I'm going to read Tree's message to let all of you guys know that the support can't stop. Her journey on Love and Marriage Huntsville is over, but the support isn't. So Tree said, the cast is starting to target millimeters. Trish reached out to my company on social media trying to get me in trouble. I am my company. So it was a big fail yet again. I blocked her trifling, psychotic self. Tree W, you know, You can send me that if you like, and we'll definitely make sure to showcase that in a story. But this is what Mel left. You got this just straight up liar, Trish, that was all up and through her marital home, out here mad and angry. This is what Mel left. Thank goodness. Because we know the plot and how they were banding together to come after Mel. And I think we'll see a little bit of that when it comes to this reunion. But as far as the voices, Tree W, whatever you said to Trish for her to come at you that way, keep it up. The truth hurts. So I'm sorry that you had to go through whatever, but you are your company, okay? Thank you, Tree. Thank you so much. What a shame. What a shame. It really, really is. All right, we're gonna keep this conversation moving. Thank you again to my sister, Neva P. Next up, ciao, is Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie, how are you today? Aunt Debbie, are you there? You may be muted.
I'm here now.
Okay. Okay.
How
Welcome,
you
welcome.
doing? How you doing, Chicha? How y'all doing, ladies?
Doing good, Aunt Debbie.
Hey, I'm Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
After that 4 hours members only live, Aunt Debbie, I'm doing good. But Aunt Debbie, what words of just encouragement and that you have for Mel, and how do you feel about her decision?
I feel this is a celebration, not an ending, but a beginning.
That's right.
God is our Alpha and our Omega. If we God fearing women, we trust God for our well being and we listen, we move accordingly because we have a foundation with our Father who's always going to have our well being at heart.
Mm-hmm.
So she did what the Father told her to do. Not when somebody else wanted her to, not what this said, but when he told her to. Mel has been through a lot, and so have we. We have stood by her. We have watched these people use AB and misuse her when all she did was try to be a decent human being
Mm-hmm.
and give her another human a helping hand. Would
Yeah.
none of them have what they got if it wasn't for her? She's been through so much. And the same people she helped did not stand beside her. That's how we were formed as supporters. We've been there. We've prayed, sometimes cried, because we saw what her castmates were doing to her. So
Mm-hmm.
as this burden is lifted off of her, it's off our shoulders as well. I
That's
thank
right.
God. I thank Melody because she brought a whole lot of women together that's united. And I mean across the world,
Yes,
from
ma'am.
across the waters, from Africa to the UK to the whole United States. And we are all sisters in one. She brought us together. I look at the
That's right.
sisters that I've met since I've been on YouTube, content creators. You are one of them. You stood by her and taught us as women how we how we can live. Encouraged us as she encouraged you. You shared and you
Mm.
cared and you poured into women as she did. You took a stance. I support you.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. I have met so many beautiful women. Pink Diva, Philly Girl for Life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
We have all gotten together and we stand united and we gonna stay united and stand with Melody, Dr. Melody Cherie Rogers.
That's
That
right.
part.
This is not the end. When one door closes, one opens.
That's right.
Sometimes you got to let some trash out to get some positivity and
Say
get
it.
some new things in your life.
That's right.
So I'm gonna be at that TikTok. They thought I couldn't get it on my phone. I found out how to get it on the computer. I'm gonna be at that TikTok.
Aunt Debbie, I thought I showed you how to get TikTok before.
Well, it was on my phone, but once you let it go off your phone, you can't get it back. So I had
Oh
to get it on the.
yes. Yes. With them
So
shutting it down. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be there with the Let Loose Lounge. I'm gonna be in her TikTok. Gonna be a party in the chat. We all gonna be there and stand.
That's right.
We not gonna let one monkey stop no show.
Period.
I love Mel. I'm praying for her and her family. I know she got a vision and plan. This is
Mm-hmm.
just the beginning.
That's
Welcome.
right.
Welcome, ladies. Let's love on Dr. Melody Cherie Rogers.
That's right.
And I'm with her.
Amen.
I stand beside her.
Yes, ma'am, Aunt Debbie. Oh, child, Aunt Debbie, don't you make me cry over here. You know how we are in from the shy. We got that tough exterior. But I want you just to know that thank you for being one of the matriarchs of this sector of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Your position has been known and shown from day one. That's just it. And that's all. A lot of us admire you. We are thankful for you, for your wisdom, for your realness, for your rawness. That's how you've been since day one. And you're right. The support will never stop. It'll never stop. But I just want to give you your flowers as well. All of you ladies. Thank you for being what we want to see when it comes to just being a support for each other while coming together supporting one woman. It is truly amazing. I don't take anything for granted. I've told people my membership, you're not getting no mess. You're not getting no gossip. Ooh, let me tell you what this content creator said. Ooh, let me tell you this. No, you're going to get support. You're going to get women that will sit for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours some nights coming together and supporting each other. And God has blessed me with those that want that. For me, that will also continue. But Aunt Debbie, you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. And I thank you. I really, really do. Thank you for the kind words. You know how I feel about you. And even you, Aunt Debbie has faced some adversity when it comes to some of these rumblings out in these YouTube streets, titles and headlines and all of that, myself included. But thank you for allowing me to even tell you how you should, because I'm younger, how you should move in that manner. Fuck them. Okay. We don't even have to honor, acknowledge, say shit about no bullshit. Let your actions speak for itself. And that's what you've done, Aunt Debbie. So I love you. Thank you for that. When it comes to that TikTok live tomorrow, we there. Ooh, child. This is selfish of me to say. Let me see what window this is. I hope all of y'all have bad connection on your internet so I can get my merch first. I will be there tomorrow. Melody should, yeah, I want y'all to have bad connection, child. Let me get my orders in first. But I'm there, and show up and show out for our girl on a continuous, just going forward. Period. Shout out to Black Titanic in the chat. Um, Maybe she already has Black Titanic. I'm not sure. But Black Titanic said that Mel needs to trademark the name Mellometers because a producer is trying to claim it, which he tried before at his event in Huntsville last January, but y'all shut it down. So that producer that I believe that Black Titanic is speaking of is Carlos King. I feel like that's something that she's already done, Black Titanic. But we shall see. Thank you so much for coming through. All right, but again, if you're not registered for Mel's TikTok live tomorrow, it starts at, correct me if I'm wrong, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Anybody on the panel know?
Yeah, it's noon Pacific time to
Pacific.
8.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So show up and show out. But thank you again, Aunt Debbie. Um, let me stop sharing this screen. And we're going to keep this thing on moving. Next up is SKR. SKR, where were you last night in members only? Were you there?
I was. I just didn't say nothing.
Girl, bye. We don't do no
I'm
bushes over
al-
there in the
I'm
room.
Right.
always I'm always
Okay.
listening. A lot of times I just don't say nothing.
Girl, bye. All right, sis. Love you. Love you. What are your thoughts? We are offering a positive vibe. We gonna let loose. And I see people in the chat. I will say this again. I am not blacking out the reunion. I'll repeat myself. I am not blacking out the reunion. Anything that's said when it comes to Melody Cherie on the reunion, you guys will hear about it. Okay. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, SKR.
Well, hello ladies in chat. I Pink Diva, Philly Girl, pretty much everybody, all of y'all have pretty much said what I wanted to say, and I was tearing up also. But I do want to say the words divine purpose just has been on me
Mm,
for this past month. I've
mm.
been sharing my about this panel with my coworkers, and I've been talking
Oh,
about divine purpose, and
oh.
females, and just saying, you know ask God or whoever your higher being is, that for divine purpose, to put you on your path to where you're supposed to go, and see how the picture comes together. And Mel has just, she's still that kindergarten, second grade, first grade teacher. She's continuing to teach us. She has looked
Mm.
like Philly Girl said, look at the community of women that have come together.
Yes,
And,
ma'am.
it's just been so beautiful to see Black women come together and just commune like this and share and
Mhm.
be emotional and vulnerable. It's been so beautiful to see. And Mel has definitely been walking in her divine purpose. And I think that along that path, there are many hit stops of where your divine purpose shows up and shows out, and then you move on to the next divine purpose. But Mel has really sowed into the earth. She has made a connection with Mother Earth through just being that example for females. She has showed us life, how life
Mhm.
goes, how we should handle it. Even through all the bad, she's just continued, just with lessons, the beautiful lessons that this show has, even through the toxicity. It was lessons through all of it, through it all.
Mhm.
And I know a lot of people was like, this show needs to go off, but it was so many important messages and lessons that needed to be seen, and we needed to learn. And I hope that a lot of women, even young women, have learned that, hey, this lady has been through this thing. I too can make some better choices. And I'm not perfect. I have my time. People have their moments where it's not their best shining hour, but they still, how they turn it around and make things work. And this show has just been such a big ass lesson. I
Man.
mean, you can't beat this. What reality star that we know of we have so much access to?
Yeah.
And we have access to her mother, to her kids, to her
Reality.
brother. We
Yes.
have physical touch access to this woman. How
Yes.
many reality stars can we say that we have that physical touch to them?
Mhm.
I dang near can go through Mel's house and know where to go, how to get to wherever the rooms and everything else. That's how much she showed us about her
Yes.
home. her vehicles. We know that the woman done put a whole new darn motor in her Range Rover or whatever.
That's right.
So it's
Yes.
like we have intimate details about this lady, and she let us in. She let us in, even access to her kids. And I'm just like,
Yes.
that is so beautiful. And I'm just so appreciative of how the millimeters had even protected her children. We had access to them, but we handled them with care. We handled them with care, and we also wrapped around them when others were being toxic towards them.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that this group of women just did a beautiful job. You know, pat on the back, millimeters.
That's
Look
right.
how our thinking have just we called out things before it happened, and we were on point, and we wrapped around this woman, we wrapped around this whole story. So
Mm-hmm.
congratulations, this is a win for the millimeters too. And y'all have done everybody has done a job well done. Look how we sifted through people, even certain content creators, certain
Mm-hmm.
members. We had to sift through them, these
Ooh,
so-called
child.
millimeters, content creators. We fighting and stuff. That stuff had to happen because it teaches you how to make discernment, how to make decisions. Look and listen to people, how they talk and how they move, so you can make a educated, informed decision about them to say, hey, I don't think this person it needs to be in my life, and they really not standing on what they say they standing on. So
Mm-hmm.
those were beautiful lessons that we had, as just the little stuff that we had to weed through with the ugliness within ourselves, with our groups, with this whole thing. Being on
Mm-hmm.
social media. This is just
Mm-hmm.
this is just a beautiful thing. I am so proud of everybody. This whole situation is just a win, and I'm just glad that I was a part of it, and was able to take in so much from everybody.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I just thank everybody.
Mm. Look, I remember each of you all stories as far as you all us and a sisterhood when it comes to the cutie crew. And SKR, I'm not going to say what I remember most of you, but I remember a lot of us pouring into you as far as something that you share with us. You are right. This is social media. It's like it's crazy. I told you guys I've never been one that will sign up for a damn dating website or shit like that. Never thought that true love and connection and support and sisterhood could form from social media, and it has. And again, we thank Melody Cherie for just bringing us all together, because we wanted to support her, and in turn we've been able to support ourselves as well. What you said when it comes to having access to, just to keep it cute, we have access to her reality. That's what she's been giving us since day one. That's what she gave Love in Marriage Huntsville. But when you say her mom, her brother, her kids, her cars, her house, her this, her that, that is access to her reality. That's it. And she's lived in that. Isn't that, somebody go on mute for me if you got a TV on or something in the background? Aunt Debbie, is it you, child? It was Aunt Debbie. I had to mute my Aunt Debbie. But that's what we've had access to. Isn't that what reality TV should
Watch
be?
and make sure don't let someone pull up to my
Neva
house.
P, mute up, sis. That wasn't Aunt Debbie. That was Neva P, child. Let me unmute Aunt Debbie. Um, I thought that's what reality TV was supposed to be. And to see her walk in that, give us that from day one, have to struggle through that, and for her to have to, I'm just going to say it, be forced to make this decision is something else. So make no mistake about it to anybody. God will continue to bless that. God will continue to bless Mel. God will continue to bless all of you guys. One part that I disagree with, I ain't came out here and fought with nobody when it comes to content creators. I did have to, I'll give you this, have to come out and give my little spiel on one. But for the most part, how I started my channel and what I've said from the beginning, I'm not falling into nobody's foolishness. Click the link. That's still going forward. You got some shit to say. I don't need to be in your video title, or anything. Click the link and we can have a discussion about it. But shit weeds itself out on its own. You know what I mean? For some that I truly felt the same way that I still feel when it comes to all of you ladies that are members of mine and a couple men, I felt that way about them as well. But yeah, like Mel said, she slept real good last night. I've slept real good as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, no. I haven't and will not ever just said that about Aunt Debbie. Go back and forth with anybody. When people show you who they are, believe them and keep going. You know what I mean? That's it. But
Now, chit chat. I agree with you. I am not the blacking out the reunion, and I'm gonna
uh-huh.
be honest with you. I I if this show comes back on, I am going to watch it through um, YouTube, through people that just by chance watches, because I just want to see the train wreck. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just my curiosity. I know some people be like, "Oh, why she want to see it?" I'm not providing a view to them to own. I'm just gonna watch it through YouTube. But I want to
Mm-hmm.
see the train wreck if they do come back and try to do a season without Mel. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens. So
Okay. Okay, well, this message is to the cast. Don't be and Carlos. Don't be shocked if that first episode or second going forward, if OWN decides to go ahead and let them continue. Don't be shocked. This is to you guys. Don't be shocked if the ratings are high because people will watch just to see, like SKR just said, the phoniness, the acting, and the train wreck. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want them to get, yeah, I'm gonna tell you now. Don't get your head pumped up if those numbers are high. I think it's natural for people to want to see that. But yeah, it is what it is, SKR. As for me, I've had a couple people ask me, will you still watch Love and Marriage Huntsville live on Saturdays? Let Loose Lounge. And I'm just going to keep it honest. Shout out to Millichan. Millichan said last night, no, I'm going to continue giving my content. I'm a content creator. Um, if it's behind the scenes, as far as giving my thoughts, maybe. But on YouTube, absolutely not. Unless, and Mel made that clear in Millichan's chat last night, that I guess they've been advised. Don't mention my name, my like list, my none of that. So unless they say some shit about Mel in the upcoming season, you won't hear from me on YouTube. you know. But as far as I have to pray on it. But I respect your position, SKR. All right. Excellent, excellent. We're gonna keep this thing moving. We got the passer. We got the passer here. Braylon Lee. Hold on,
Hey,
Braylon. Hold
everybody.
on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Anybody, you may have missed my commentary at the start of this live when it comes to the bird. Ariane Curry, don't drop a name or anything that she said today in this chat. Please. Enough of her. Again, she came out and said some shit today, trying to get motion from where's your table? What? Oh, child. Hold on. I said I wasn't gonna say shit. Hold on. Hold on. Child, what phone is it in? I think it's this one. Hold on. This is all I gotta say about her. Let me get to it. When the tables turn, you ain't got no table. Okay. You've been eating shit for 10 years for inserting yourself into a marriage. You don't have no tables. You ain't got a table to turn. Table ain't turned for Mel. Okay. So for her, again, trying to get motion the best way that she know how, child. Off of Melody Cherie. She's been doing it for years, and we know that she will still continue. Show us your table. Matter of fact, you ain't got to show me shit. It's been 10 years. It's been 10 years. So am I shocked or surprised of her having the audacity to come out and talk about some tables turned? Have you seen Mel's table? Like SKR just said, we've had access to her home. Have you seen the tables? Have you seen the tables? But what we see when it comes to your crazy ass is braces still attached 10 years later. You sitting on the platform talking about escapades. You again trying to attach yourself to some shit that you attach yourself to from the beginning. So ain't no table. You ain't got no table. Stop watching what other folks is placing on their tables. Still broke, Gigi. But like clockwork, oh my God, Mel posted, oh, Mel did this, Mel do that. Let me say this. What the fuck you still concerned about Mel for? She done left Martell. As a woman, I could never let somebody know I'm that bothered by you. As a woman. Ever. Can't go get your hair done, nails done, none of that. Still, you worried about Mel's table, still wearing them ragged ass shoes, all of that. It's no way in the world I can show how obsessed I was then and still is. So, as I said to somebody that just sent me a message on Instagram for the first time today, and sorry if I was harsh with you, but my response was fuck Ariane Curry. Okay, period. Sorry, I didn't want to mention her, but it is what it is. Girl, bye. Braylon Passer, what's going
Hey
on?
everybody, good to see
Hey,
y'all. I did some live broadcasting this morning. I did a 6 hour live and then did a 11 a.m.
dang.
tour for 3 hours. So a full work day of 8 hours. Chit
Okay.
chat, I think you know how we engage with each other. I have done some epic commentary on your channel on your lives. And I think this one might top a lot of it. Although the As We Lay one is a signature. Does everybody remember the movie The 688? Tyler Perry's movie on
I
Netflix.
I don't.
Mhm.
Oh, okay,
So,
somebody do.
so basically, is about the 688. These black women who never got respected, and they were underestimated for trying to get the mail to these soldiers, um, because basically the other side wanted to be racist, bigoted, everything in between. Basically, undermine, underpowering, and not really giving love, grace, and space to what can be.
Mm-hmm.
And the other side has been all of those people in that movie. And the 6888 has been the millimeters.
Mm.
Truly, it has always been black women who have made the world go round. I know that for me, y'all know my 5 statements, I'm not going to repeat them. But when I first came into this sector, I think a lot of people didn't understand who I was, where I came from, or what my purpose was. But
Mm-hmm.
I recognized that I could only be an ally as much as y'all have allowed me to be. And what I've come to recognize is while you may not know everything, there's an opportunity to learn. This show all of you and the circumstances that have led to this decision have taught me that it's not where you come from that determines where you end up. It's how you move,
Mm.
how you protect your peace. Is not isolating yourself, but it is having standards or requirements. If your job has standards or requirements, so should you. And finally, I will end it with this because you know I do lyrics very well. We stay on the front lines, yeah, but we're still here. After the bomb drops, we go so hard, we lose control, The fire starts, starts. Then we explode. When the smoke clears, we dry our tears. Only in love and war. The
Mm.
millimeters have been on the front lines. The other side's been trying to drop bombs, and everybody has went so hard and lost control because wrong was wrong. They tried to start so many fires, but the gag was they couldn't contain their own fire of their black dassy, black proxy, and black imagination. And when all the smoke cleared, we dried our tears and celebrated because only in love and war the cavalry wins the war, not
Yeah.
because of
All
what
right.
we have in terms of the arsenal, but the people fighting in the war. Chit chat, I'll
Mm.
give it right back to
Pastor Braylon in the building. Thank you. Let me see
uh-huh.
what was hidden there. Thank you, Linda Gamble. Look, Braylon, you know that that's one of the reasons why I pinned that name to you, Passa. You always have a thought provoking message. And I do know the movie that you're talking about. I haven't watched it, but I'm going to put it on my to do list this weekend. But what an awesome reference that you made. And thank you, being a male, a man, for everything that you've done as well. It is appreciated. I hope that you continue. You know, and yeah, it gets hard sometimes out here in these streets, but you've been one that stood on business as well. So we thank you, we thank you, Braylon.
No,
For
is no problem at all. Not Braylon Braxton. Listen, Tamar Braxton sung that about relationships, but she
love and
did
war.
say love and war. And there
Yeah.
has been a whole war between love and hate. But the cavalry of man only has so much because
Mm-hmm.
if you build anything by man, there's always some parts that are under a recall. But when you
So
come from the
true.
cavalry, God not only puts every part in its place, but he conditions the armor and all the materials that you need because he knows it
Yeah.
takes all that to win the war.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You are
Yes, indeed.
right. You are right, John. Look, in our everyday lives, a lot of us go through that love and war. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
excellent, excellent, Braylon. Thank you so much.
No
Miss
problem. Love
Yobal,
you very much.
love you too. Shout out to the content creators in the chat as well. I saw Sassy TV from the 803 earlier. Black Titanic is here. Pink Table Topics, Aunt Debbie, all of you guys. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but thank you guys for joining me. Ms. Yobal said, Mel said she left in December, but they asked her to come back, but she declined. I'm so happy for her. She did. She said that last night in Millichan's live that yeah, she made her decision in December. And again, that style, grace, and poise just let her sit on that until the time was right, you know? So thank you, Ms. Jobal, and also Glam X23. Thank you so much. S. Horton, sis, thank you so much for this message. You said you love how I have standards and man the business that pays me, child. Ooh, child. Please believe it's hard sometimes. Ooh, child. Thank you. You said, thank God for you. Keep walking in your purpose. Thank you so much, S. Horton. And again, thank you to Pastor Braylon Lee. Shout out again to the new members, to Leah. Okay, is here.
No,
And
no
the members
problem.
that
I have to unfortunately head out. But of
okay, Braylon.
course, I could not end the day without coming here. This is how
Mhm.
committed I am. I did 3 shows on Thursday,
Oh,
I went
child.
live at 2:17 in the morning, ended it at 8 a.m., 11 a.m.
Damn.
show. And now I'm about to go do Married
Get
to
you some rest.
Medicine and then have an after party at 8:30 p.m. for y'all. So don't
All
ever say I
right.
don't come through for y'all. Love y'all. I'll see y'all real soon. Bye, everybody.
All right, Braylon, get you some rest, bro. All
I'll
right.
try my best.
32 shots. 32 shots is here. 32. You think I don't have it? Let's take a look at this one time. Throw some D's on that. Thank you. Thank you, 32 Shots, for being here. And thank you again for the representation of the content creators and mellow meters and all of the above on that. I'll never delete this video on that awesome jacket. My goodness. Loved it. All right, we're gonna keep this thing moving. We have Alvanisha here. We have CB on the panel and Girlfriend Chronicles. We're going to start with Alvanisha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you?
Hi, Cutie. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Uh, Thank you for asking. We are asking for words of encouragement and just the impact that Melody Cherie, the blueprint, has had on you as a woman.
Come on now. Come on now. Now, Melody herself,
Is it me, panel?
Can't hear her.
Can't
All
hear
right.
her.
It's Alvanisha. Alvanisha, I don't know if you're on mute. I don't know. I don't know. We'll give her a second. I'm glad
can
to
you
hear.
hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. You are
Okay,
back.
okay. Thank you. I don't know if it's just me, but I know that all of us have seen Melody grow before our eyes.
Yes.
And the triumphs that she's gone through throughout these seasons, and especially this season, if I tell you nothing, they always say God will never put more on you than you can bear. But
Mm.
it seems like sometime, even for me, I would have been the snap first season. All of
Yes,
them would have
ma'am.
got it. They would have got all that smoke for me. But her, as a blueprint, this show will not be the same. Carlos King can't even say he would ever have anything that he's had if it wasn't for her.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that she's gone through, having to fight within her marriage in front of everybody, and to put on, to add insult to injury, her castmates also, defamation of character, all of that. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
So for her, I say kudos, Melody. It don't stop here. It's nothing but up from here. When God says go, he means just that. Go.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Is that it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
child. Look. For that to be one of Mel's slogans, God said go, from season one until now, just think about that. And it is a message to a lot of us that may try to hold on to some shit. Yeah, the pay may have been a little good and all of that, but God told her to go. When you said that God don't put more on you that you can bear, that is so true. But for me, witnessing this, it's been heavy. You know what I'm saying?
It
It's
really
been
has.
heavy.
It
So
really
we
has.
yeah, we know God got us. We know God got her. But to witness everything, I'm with you. Baby, season one would have snapped.
When
You
I
know,
say would have been behind boards and I would have been asking y'all, can y'all put me some on my books?
baby, look, God is still working on me. Cause yes, ma'am, I can guarantee you that yeah, things would have been a little different with me. So thank God again that Miss Van raised the male for her to be able to operate in the manner that she's done. And although it's been heavy, I've said and will continue to say, heavy is the head that wear the crown.
And she wears it very
Heavy,
well.
she wears it. Chronicles of Kim K put in the chat. Did I start? But she said something like for Mel to exit as the queen of reality TV. Here you go. The fact that she exited as the reality queen of 2024, go figure. That damn Mel is a true gem, and she is. So yeah, it's just another message. It's just another message, and a lesson, like all of you guys have said on this panel, that we've witnessed her go through. But it's a message to us, and we know behind every lesson is a blessing. So
Amen.
I'm just grateful again to have witnessed Mel's walk in life, and will continue. Will continue. Thank you.
I got one more thing to say.
Sure.
They say as far as her supporters, they basically bond with her, trauma bonding and different things. I beg to differ on that
Yeah.
because we've all experienced, men and women have experienced that. But I think it was her basically her being so clear and putting everything out there that people really bonded with her, of being so real and so honest and authentic
Mm-hmm.
about what she was going through. It's kind of like, I'm gonna put what I'm going through out there, so can't nobody else put it out there and spin it in their narrative.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell my own story because can't nobody else tell my story the way I tell my story.
Right.
You can
That's
say something about my story, but you don't know my story verbatim.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing with the cast. They keep on trying to hide things, and you keep hiding things, everything comes to the light. Like she said, stop hiding stuff, just let it come out.
That's right.
Let it
That's
come out. Because
yep.
when it does come out, it's going to be a snowball effect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, look, they've been successful in hiding things for 8 seasons.
Yeah.
9 seasons. That's why Marceau came out. What would y'all like to see? That said a lot to me. So, anything that's really geared in and reared in not being its authentic self will fail. You can only fake it to make it for so long. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
going forward, even though SKR says she feel like they gonna do this or do that, going forward, what you will witness, those that will watch, will be fake. Fake you know. So I'm sure there's a lot of people, Destiny, Trish, with your crazy ass, all of them that's just getting a joy.
With
That's
a
a spot.
strong face ass.
Yeah, that's a spot that can't be filled though. If so, we would have seen that. That's a spot that can't be filled. So it is what it is when it comes to those folks. But thank you again, Alvanisha, for your words and words of wisdom. I must say, thank
Thank
you,
you,
thank you.
Cute.
You are welcome. All right, we're gonna keep this thing moving. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you guys. If you did not hit the like button, please go ahead and hit that like button for me. It is free. But we're gonna listen to what CB has to say. CB, are you there?
I'm here, chit chat. Can you hear me?
I can. Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday to you. And
Thank you.
it's such an honor to be a part of this conversation
Oh,
on your platform. I have to start out by saying that.
thank you.
I've been in the bushes for the entire time. My handle is candid but sweet. I make comments, but I don't come up. So I'm a little
Hmm.
nervous.
Take your time.
What I would like to say first is Mel gave us the permission to release, she released us from this show
Mm-hmm.
because as um, supporters of hers, we have been entrenched in this battle with
Hmm.
her. And she has chosen to step away.
Mm-hmm.
So she has chosen to release herself from the toxicity of the show. And I feel personally, as a supporter and a mellometer, I feel relieved
Hmm.
now that she has chosen to walk away. I can close this chapter of just being so um, involved in such a, um, I don't even know how to describe this show, but
Mm.
just engulfed in so much negativity that
Yeah.
surrounds the show. And when she said, "I release you," I want to take heed to that because you know that Mel speaks very intentionally.
Mhm. Mhm.
And for her to say that she releases us from this mess,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna run with it. So for me, I will, and although I don't want to, I don't watch the show. I've been blacking out for a couple of seasons now, but I check
Mhm.
in with the content creators. So after this season and the um, the reunion shows, my intention is to let it go,
Mhm.
just like Mel has chosen to. I am choosing to let it go.
Mhm.
Um, the one thing that I will also share is that because I've been involved and engaged since season one, the one thing that really triggered me and put me on guard to support Mel. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of the things that really stood out to me. Is in season one or season two when Mel said, "Sign the papers."
Yes, ma'am.
She said, "Sign the papers." And when she said it with so much conviction that I knew that I had to stay tuned just to see how this divorce would play out.
Uh-huh.
Those of us that have been engaged in the show and watching the show, we have seen all of the messiness, all of
Yes.
the demonic energy. And that's
Mm.
another thing. Mel has called out the demons that this show has highlighted, all of the treachery, all of the backstabbing, all of
Mhm.
the sexual
Say actual for me.
actual, sorry,
Uh-huh.
the actual deviance that is surrounding this show. Mel has
Mhm.
never been um in the crew, so to speak. She has
Uh-huh.
never been about all of this deviance and demonic energy. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why they attack her so, because they could not recruit her.
Mm.
I'm going off on a tangent, but at the end of the day, this is what I will say. I wish she would have signed and sealed it with a "God said go." God said go at this moment in her time when she has chosen to step away for her own mental health and her own peace. I wish she would have signed it with the kiss with "God said go."
Mhm.
And that's all I have to contribute.
Mm. Well, look, you said some great things. I'll speak on the last part of that real quick. I think her action shows God said go. I get it, as far as just that being in her statement, but her actions, walking away from some shit that she built shows that God said go. Totally agree with you when it comes to the engagement part of this. My big sister and I, this is before I had a YouTube channel. The show premiered what in 2019? I started my channel in 2022. After every episode, we were either on the phone or early the next morning on the phone, being engaged in exactly what you just said. All things concerning Mel and what we saw her go through with Martell and the cast and all of that. 3 years of that. And then it's continued after I started my channel. Mel said in her statement, CB, be free. I believe
That's
that
what it
was her.
was.
Yeah, I believe we are free. She said it in her statement. So yeah, that is a message. You know what I mean? And look, proud is an understatement for me, just as far as everything that she's done, how she continues to move, and again, her action said God said go, you know. Actually,
Yes.
we were putting that earlier in the chat. We were hashtagging God said go, so it's
Mm-hmm.
clear. Even though it wasn't typed out, it's clear, you know what I mean. So I don't think anything else needs to be said or done. Let her actions continue to speak for itself, you know. But
Amen.
excellent commentary, CB. Thank you so
And
very much.
yes, and if I'm gonna say, if I may say one more thing, if it's okay, chit chat.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm reading I was reading a super chat. Go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to just say that I feel like Mel came on this season to expose people and to
Mhm.
expose the lies and the
Uh-huh.
treachery of it all. And she did just that. So her giving us the cherry on top is her leaving the show this season.
Yeah.
I feel because you we I think that we all get the sense that Mel is very she plays chess, not checkers.
Mhm.
So I
Mhm.
do feel that she came on this season to do exactly what she did. And I
Yeah.
do believe that her going against Maurice was a very I don't know. I don't know, but I think that that was pivotal in the ending of the era because for some
Mhm.
reason I get the feeling that her and Maurice has always had this underlying dislike for each other. So the
Okay.
fact that she chose to come after him this season and this is her
Hmm.
last season, it kind of it kind of ties into she meant business this season. She meant
Gotcha.
to cross the T's and dot the I's in order to leave with nothing left undone and unchecked and unsaid.
All right.
And thank you
Well,
for thank
I'm gonna
you.
give you some pushback real quick.
Okay,
I'm gonna give you some
okay.
pushback, and then we're gonna get to Girlfriend Chronicles. We just crossed the 2 hour mark. I did just drop the link if anybody else wanna come up. But we're gonna be out of here. I disagree with you as far as you saying that Mel came after Maurice or she was going against Maurice. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't look at it at that as that. I looked at it as this is the truth as far as what you're going through, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't come after him. Hell, if she's given her reality and
Mm-hmm.
they've been able to latch on to that and talk about that and this or that, yeah, she didn't go after what was reality for Maurice. We
Mm-hmm.
synced it in my
Mm-hmm.
Moses voice. We
Mm-hmm.
synced the arrest, all of that. That's not going after. So she made it clear, not this season, but the season before last. Damn, can y'all talk about what's going on in your life? So much so that I believe that she met with the upper management and let them know, look, enough is enough. They've been
Mm-hmm.
talking about me and what's going on with me and my marriage and this or that. Can we get some of their reality? So yeah, no, I didn't take that as her going against Maurice. I took that as this is what's going on with your life. Let's have a conversation about it. You know?
I can yes, I definitely can respect what you're saying. And I'll just say, I feel like for me, I think that Mel has she knows a lot more than what
Yeah.
she reveals.
Uh-huh.
And even in regards to Maurice's alleged cheating,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this season was almost like the perfect storm.
Yeah, I
And
got you.
the fact that he actually got caught in social media and And something that he did was highlighted on social media was
Right.
the perfect recipe for her to finally kind of speak out against,
Well, maybe that's a better choice of words. Speak out against, but not
speak out
going
against.
after. Yeah,
Okay,
not
so
going
yeah,
after. Yeah,
I don't think that Mel attacks people. That's not her character. But
yeah,
I think um if we go with how I'm thinking about it, with her maybe coming into this season knowing that this would be her last season, I think that
right.
she was very intentional about highlighting certain things and certain behaviors.
Got you.
Can I say that?
You can say that, and we're gonna
Okay.
end it on that.
Okay.
Excellent points of view. And yeah, speak out against. Yes, or
Okay.
again, for me, speaking what's going on in reality. Had Mel not
Absolutely.
done it, do you think anybody else would have mentioned that on the show? You know what I
Absolutely
mean?
not.
Exactly. So,
Absolutely not.
yeah, speak out against. I'll take that.
Okay.
Peggy said, I disagree with that. Mel didn't make Maurice drive drunk. Facts. Let's just talk about what's going on in real time. That's
Okay.
all. That's all she's
Okay.
done. But
Okay.
thank you, CB. Thank you so
No
much.
problem. Thank you so much. Bye.
You are welcome. Okay. We are going to go ahead and get to Girlfriend Chronicles. Give me one quick second. Talia, thank you for your super chat, but I will not put it up on the screen. It is what it is. Okay. It is or what it is. You know, uh, yeah, as for me, a lot of that bullshit I don't entertain, intake, none of it. It is what it is. Shout out to Linda Gamble and the mods that's handling the chat. Linda Gamble is who is this dope boy? Felix. Who that is? Um, I don't like your name, so I'm gonna go and have you just on GP, okay? Uh, 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 period. And whatever else you had to say, it is what it is. But we're gonna keep it moving. Again, we're moving in the space of positivity and also just giving our thoughts on Mel's exit and words of encouragement. Girlfriend Chronicles, you are up.
Good evening, everyone, and I apologize in advance if I cough. So, just want to put that out there.
Mhm.
First of all, chit chat to you. I want to say thank you. Oh, I'm about to cry.
Oh no.
For always being so, for giving us the platform to be us, to
Hmm.
giving us a platform to love on one another,
Oh, Girlfriend
for being so
Chronicles.
supportive and encouraging me with all my excuses to get my page going. You
Oh.
still keep encouraging me. And I'm trying. It seems like every time I get 2 steps forward, 10 steps I take back. And I say that in regards to what I see Mel had endured. No matter how many steps forward she has taken, her castmates, her producer, other
Mm.
content creators, her haters tried to push her back, but
Yes.
she kept going forward. And I appreciate the sisterhood. I have sisters, but let me tell y'all, I come on YouTube, and I get the encouragement that I need on a daily basis from Pink Table Topics, Aunt Debbie, V. Jackson, You Chit Chat, Cheryl Howard. I get it from content creators because we are all experiencing so many different things in life. And we, as millimeters, as male supporters, as just loving on Mel and the sisterhood that she has allowed everyone to form,
Mhm.
has allowed us all to be able to be supportive of one another. And if this show, if that was the purpose of what this show is about. I hate the hardships that she went through, the retaliation, the bullying, the ostracizing.
Yeah.
Someone endured it for us to be able to be where we are as sisters on this platform. Um, mm, excuse me.
Take your time. Oh.
Mel, Mama Van, oh my goodness, her Shanita, the women that are in her life, um, has shown me so much as to be growing up to be a better woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm older than all of them except for Mama Van, I think. But I appreciate what Mel has done. Her reality is our reality. There was no phoniness about it. Even the things that she endured. I know, as a child, I had bullying because of my skin tone. On the
Mm-hmm.
job, I've had retaliation because of my education, because I wanted to do more and be better.
Mm-hmm.
And even from Black women, unfortunately. And you just keep going.
Yes.
She never let it knock her down. She showed up to work with a smile on her face. She made it through no matter how hard it was. She pushed through. As one of her shirts say, she pushed through. She endured so much. And we didn't even know, y'all. We felt it, we saw it, but what did she like? I know it's so much more. And she says we just don't have any idea how much she endured, and she pushed through. And I just want to say thank you, Mel. Thank you, Chit Chat. Thank you, sisters. Thank you, brothers on YouTube, social media,
Mm-hmm.
for pushing through, for helping each other through, for allowing each other to vent, for allowing each other to love on one another, for allowing each other to cry, laugh, to receive prayer, to receive criticism, to receive constructive criticism and criticism, because some criticism, even though we don't like it, it has made me better. Stop making excuses, do better and be better.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank all of y'all for always saying, keep your head up, push through. And when God says go, whether it's in relationships, friendships, work, do so. Listen, we all have that spirit of discernment. And don't
Yeah.
stay nowhere too long. Don't stay where you don't belong.
Mm.
That's where that's how I feel.
Child.
Thank you.
Child, y'all just want me to just be sitting over here with the ugly face today. Look, Girlfriend Chronicles. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you've just said. You're right. There has been criticism. There has been misunderstandings. There's been a lot of that. But as we know in life, all of those things come. And it's a beautiful thing that, in spite of all of that, we can still support each other. Thank you for mentioning things and how they go for a lot of us when it comes to being African American women in the workplace. We touched on that last night. Office politics. And the only thing that's different in this case when it comes to Mel, she wasn't in an office. But for what some of us have experienced, the hatred of you being that girl, or you knowing what the hell you doing and showing up to work, a lot of us experience that in the workplace. We just so happen to see hers. And after you've done all you can, you just stand. The message that you said at the end, stop making excuses and just be better. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? As CB said, the being released or being free For me, my content, my channel will go on, but I am going to move in that manner when it comes to me covering other shows and all of that. Stop making excuses and just be better. A lot of us, I think that was Simply Beautiful earlier in the chat, said that she slept like a baby last night. A lot of us, I think we woke up feeling a little bit lighter. I was texting Philly Girl for Life back, and I said I slept at 10 o'clock this morning. I never do that. Never. I'm up at 5, 6 a.m. And I think that had Mel's announcement and all of that has something to do with that. As CB said, we have been in the trenches for years, years. And, the support will continue. So thank you for everything that you said. I do want to say to Erica, thank you so much, Erica, for your super chat. You say, "Hey, Queen Chit Chat, God blessing you. Be having me cracking up. Love your commentary." Thank you so much, Erica. I'm gonna play my little song, thanking everybody. Then we're gonna go up for final thoughts. To everybody that are members on my Patreon channel. You guys know we do a Friday night live. Let me read Relly's comment before well, let me thank you guys. First of all, thank you again. Child, from last night. I missed it. Who was it? It was, hold on. Child. Cookie from the Shari. Thank you so much for your cash app. Give me 1 second, guys. Bridget J. Thank you so much for your cash app. Hold on. And last night, let's be clear. Thank you as well, sis, for your cash app. Thank you to all of my sisters. Let me properly thank you guys when it comes to the cash app. And thank you again for the super chats. And yes, CC, Girlfriend Chronicles, you have been under the weather. That flu and all of that is going around, respiratory things and all of that. So I do hope that you feel better. It's been a good week, a couple weeks. It seems like. So get you some rest, sis. Get some rest. Rest your voice, especially. But thank you again for those words. 32 Shot said, "I'm literally always in the bushes, but you are the first CC I started listening to. Thank you for being amazing." Thank you, 32 Shots. You guys know we're gonna get to the final thoughts, but you guys know I gotta play this again of 32 Shots. Thank you. What a way to represent. What a way to represent. Thank you again. It was an honor just seeing my name on that jacket. But thank you, 32 shots. That means the world to me. All right, I wanted to read where's Relly's comment? Not this one, but Mill. I'm sure that's what you're saying. Carried a lot of weight for 9 seasons. You are right. Yeah, and all that slanging and banging, Austin. Austin, I love you. Thank you for showing your face in the place. Wears you out, child. It does. Relly said it's gonna be mad different with Mel off the show. That dark evil spirit from that show stayed looming. It's like a weight has been lifted after Mel's announcement.
I agree
Yes,
with that.
yes, Relly. I cannot explain it. Again, I don't sleep to no damn 10 o'clock. So if we feel it, imagine how Mel feels. Imagine how she's been feeling since she made the announcement in December. Okay. So that New Year's Eve party and all of that. I'm just gonna go and say it. I spoke with Dawn Michelle right before this live, and she even knew. And naturally. We knew that Dawn Michelle knew, but she let me know, I had to sit on this as well. So it's a lot of people that's been feeling a tad bit lighter today, but especially Mel and Miss Van. So thank you for that comment, Relly. All right, we're gonna swing this up for a final thoughts. 2 minutes, please. We're gonna start this thing off with Philly Girl for Life. Philly, your final thoughts? Philly
Sorry
girl.
about that. Here I am.
Okay, okay.
I was eating lunch. I apologize.
No problem.
Oh, this has been sort of inspirational hearing what everybody has had to say, sharing how they feel, giving you your flowers, chit chat. I think it's been wonderful. Sometimes, life is not a box of chocolates. Life is
Mm.
not always good. And I firmly believe that we learn our best lessons in life when we do go through the fire. We find out how strong we are. Um, we find out, we have to do some reflection to see where we didn't do something right and when we have to make a shift and a change. And so it was an opportunity for us to see this young woman, go through all of this and grow through it and come out
Yeah.
on top. Is it amazing? I hope that she either writes a book or, better yet, does a either made for TV movie or something on Nubian TV to depict what she went through, because so many women, those who don't even watch reality TV or who don't even know
Mhm.
about OWN, because it's a small network, and they could learn and they could be inspired by it. If we all have, I'm sure there are tens of thousands of other women that would be inspired by it. So hopefully she'll be able to use whatever platform she has access to
Mhm.
tell a story of triumph,
Yeah.
um, over hatred, over this nasty divorce, all of these things that she has gone through. I think that would be a great movie. So thank you, sis, for spending your time. I know you and I have been texting to the wee hours, almost the wee hours of this morning and early this, and I know you're tired, but you still give, give, give. So get yourself some rest. I don't know if we're meeting tonight, but if not, that is certainly okay because you have given us almost 2.5 hours now.
Ooh,
So,
child.
we'll I know. So we'll be there tomorrow, but, um, we just get a chance to, and listen, this is the other thing we have to be ready for. The enemy does not like to be defeated. And
Mm.
so there's going to be, once this other side, figures like, what just happened to us? We're probably going to hear a whole bunch of crazy stuff, but Lord knows it can't be any crazier than what we've already heard. So,
Mm.
we'll be ready
Mm.
for it. And we'll also be there to support Mel and her family. So,
For
again,
sure.
thanks, sis, for providing this platform and giving all of us an opportunity to share. Have a good day, and we'll talk later, okay?
All right. And you are welcome. And thank you. Thank you, Philly girl. Yes, ma'am. I think it's gonna be tomorrow. I think we're meeting tomorrow. 4 hours last night, two going on three now. I hope you guys understand. But we will be over there in Mel's Live as well as letting loose on a Saturday. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Erica said, couldn't agree more, really. It felt like a constant war, checking and correcting people in posts and comments. It's like the peace is in the air after a war. Mel is victorious. My goodness. Hasn't it been that way? For the people that's on the outside looking in, do you honestly think that people just want to get up every day and go off about shit that they've seen? Get up and combat the lies versus the truth? It has been a lot. It really, really has. And yes, SKR, shout out to Essence. I did read that. Miss Lady asked about it earlier, but I read it in the beginning of this live. Essence, national publication, saw through all the BS. And they said it so eloquently. And as they said, Mel is reclaiming her time. Okay? Thank you again, Pat B. You have always had grace and mercy in your commentary, and I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Neva P, thank you. All right, Tree W, Chit Chat with QT, thank you for this time. It has been so inspiring. You are a beautiful soul. Melody Cherie is love. Yes, she is. And we love us some Melody Cherie. But Tree W and all of you guys that have been a supporter of mine, I really, really thank you. I do. I do. And we gonna continue. You know, one monkey, Love and Mirror Huntsville, is not gonna stop the show. So yeah. All right. We're gonna keep this thing moving. Thank you again, Philly Girl for Life. CB, you are up. Your final thoughts? Going once, going twice. CB, are you there? If you are muted. All right. I'm gonna read Philly Girl for Life's super chat. And I'll give CB a couple more minutes. If not, I will remove her from the stage and we will continue. Thank you, Philly girl. Thank you, thank you. Yes, you know, I'm supposed to be going out with Mr. Man for brunch. I really just want me some soup or something and just chill. So we shall see. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Philly girl for life. All right, I'm gonna acknowledge Philly girl, and we're gonna continue with our final thoughts. Money, Melody Bean, I have to read this comment. I have to. You said, so glad Melody didn't wait till she was my age to find out. Everybody ain't your friend. I kept on turning my other cheek, not believing that some of my friends and family were indeed my haters. Isn't it a beautiful thing to be able to learn a lesson like this as Mel has in her 30s? I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. Sometimes it take you getting to your 40s, you know, your 50s, whatever, to learn that. And wow, again, behind every lesson is a blessing. And she's really had to learn some. Thank you for that comment. Totally agree. All right, CB going once, CB going twice. All right, CB is out of here. Aunt Debbie, you are next. And we're going to end this thing with pink table topics today. Aunt Debbie, your final thoughts.
Well, my final thoughts is this. I'm glad everybody got a good night's sleep. So did I.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel a weight lifted. I feel a new beginning. I thank God. You know, Mel came and united a whole lot of women. She poured into women. You are one of them, Chit Chat.
Thank you, Aunt Debbie.
And you instill poured into us. You know, you encourage me to get back on YouTube. Get up.
I sure did.
You can do this. And you've been beside me, teaching and keeping me.
Oh.
And I'm truly grateful. I'm grateful that Mel united all these women from all across the world. I am so proud. I'm so happy that even though you don't know people, you found a sisterhood, a friendship that you can count on. You can draw strength from when you're weak.
Mm-hmm.
And that's God's plan. And I'm just grateful to be a part of it. And I thank God and I thank Mel, and I definitely thank you and love you.
Oh.
So all my sisters, we are here for a lifetime. Not a reason, not a season, but a lifetime.
That's right.
And to God be the glory.
Go
ahead, Mel. What's next? I know you got a big project, but come on with it.
Come
I'm
on
ready
with
to take
it.
this new ride with you. I'm
We
ready
ready.
to ride.
We ready. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Aunt Debbie, I love you. You know that. Just thank you. That's all I can say again to you. Just thank you for being the aunt that a lot of us have just stole, child, from me. I know I just came in like that one right there. I love her. So again, thank you. Thank you for your platform. Black Women Speaks. Shout out to you and the ladies that's over there doing the damn thing. Keep it up. Keep it up. Your voices are needed as well. And I am excited about your future, Aunt Debbie. I really, really am. Thank you again for being the matriarch for a lot. Thank you for somebody like me that lost my mom, even though I look at you as an aunt. But there's a lot in you that reminds me of my mama, and we appreciate you and we love you. So yeah, I'm giving you your flowers forever. Okay, forever. Thank you. Thank you. Oh child,
Chit
baby,
chat. I thought Aunt Debbie was your real aunt because you could. That's my Aunt
that's
Debbie. But
my
okay,
baby. No,
okay.
she
Can I
is.
call her Aunt Debbie?
Baby, look, from day one, you just feel things in people. You know what I mean? And from day one, her wisdom has resonated with me. Again, sometimes a lot of us, we need it raw. We need it straight with no chaser. That's on Debbie, you know? And yeah, I did come in and just claim that. And I don't give a damn who got a problem about it. I sure did and will continue. Love her. I do. I do. So thank you again, Aunt Debbie. Thank you again, Philly Girl for Life. Baby, look, Pink Table Topics came up in this thing today and preached a whole word. I hope that those of you that were not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to Pink Table Topics. And because of her message at the start of the panel portion of this live, I wanted to end this thing with her. Pink Diva, from day one, from day one. You have been there for me in ways that I cannot even describe, as far as being a listening ear, as far as being a support when I was newly separated and going through my divorce and the conversations on the phone and text messages and all of that. And then your platform you created, and you have a message every time. You started off with words of encouragement and a message, and it's what's needed. So when we say that we will continue, when we say that we will be released from the toxicity of all this bullshit, but I'm gonna tell you guys again, if some shit come out in this reunion, I'm still giving my thoughts on the reunion, my commentary. But next season, if they be on some bullshit, I'm coming out and talk. When it comes to male only, any other bullshit, they can do you. You know what I'm saying? But if they just so happen to say anything when it comes to Melody Cherie, any of them, I'm coming out here and putting them on blast. Okay, that's just it. That's all. But Pink Diva, I love you. What are your final thoughts, sis?
You know I love you back too, sis. I had to take me some bullet points so I could make sure I didn't miss anything. But you
Mhm.
know I love you. You know it was because of you and your platform. It was because of Love and Marriage Huntsville that I stumbled across you and your platform. And you know I'm forever grateful for that. And I just hope Mel sees and that she knows that she can, just feel the love going on around social media for her today because people are loving on her. And I am just so, my heart is just, it feels so good to just hear people sharing their stories of things that, they witnessed her and how she made them feel. And I appreciate her for just showing us in real time that we don't have to stay in toxic situations. And it's okay for us to walk away from anything and anybody that no longer serves us purpose. I am so inspired by watching her walk away from a marriage with 4 kids and rebuild everything she thought she lost. It's some people out here with no kids and are still sitting in toxic situations that they can't walk away from. So for her to do it with 4 kids speaks volumes. She reminded us how you can do all you can for folks and they'll still play in your face. She opened the doors and created a platform for all of these people that ended up turning against her in the end. But most importantly, I'm proud to be a subscriber of the Melody Cherie Masterclass. See, I was able to witness what it looks like to rebuild what the devil thought he was taking away. Seeing firsthand how important it is to set boundaries and stand on business with folks who be trying to play in your face. We witnessed the importance of moving in silence and not letting the left hand see what the right hand was doing. This is what Melody Cherie was showing us. She showed us how to be still and know, to be slow to speak and to just pay attention to your surroundings. Peep game, but you don't have to say anything all the time. And as women, she showed us that it was okay to just shut yourself off and preserve your peace. See, a lot of us haven't mastered that quite yet because we've still been conditioned to just sit in it and take it. But she showed us what it looks like to say, I don't have to take this. And I applaud her for taking the task of forming a movement, not a cult that they tried to say she started. But she showed us the power of numbers, bringing us together in prayer and fasting. We've been on her prayer calls and we fasted with her, just like Matthew 18:20 say, where there are 2 and 3 gathered together in my name, there am I. So a lot of us were going through some things in our own personal lives, and we were able to just bond and come together as a sisterhood, joining together in unity, all because of this show. And the bonds that we have formed in real time, it's no fakeness there. This was some real stuff. Do you know the strength that it takes for one woman to do that? If you just look at all of the Melody supporters, the mellometers, and just look at how people have surrounded by her, that is power. And for that alone, I love and appreciate her. We didn't know how much we really needed each other at times such as this. Life be lifing. And sometimes we be needing an outlet to just get away. And that's what this sisterhood has done for me. So I can say for me, because of Mel, I met you, sis. And Lord knows I love me some you.
Don't make
Aunt Debbie, LaDon, girlfriend, Bad Apple, Neva, Tyra, Linda, the whole cutie crew. SKR, we have laughed, we have loved, we have cried, we have shared, and Lord knows we done let loose. We needed each other more than we knew we did. And it is because of you, sis, that Pink Table Topics was started. So to all of my sisters out there on the panel, in the chat, do it hurt, do it broken, do it with your head held high, do whatever you need to do for you. Walk away, leave this shit behind you. You can get back materialistic stuff, but you can't get your time and you can't get your peace back. So don't ever let anybody talk you into staying in toxic situations that no longer serve you purpose. You seek God, you pray, ask God what it is that he has you to do, and you move on that thing. Don't care what nobody else say. Don't be weary about what you think the outcome will be, because God got greater for you. If he puts you through it, he will bring you through it. God has greater for you. You don't have to settle. You don't have to stay stuck. Move when God say move. The best is yet to come, and we up from here. I love y'all.
We up.
And that's what I gotta say. We up.
We up. Ooh, child, girl. You got me over here ready to do 803 is where I be. Say I'd have to drop out the bushes for that one. Look, preach and teach, sis. Preach and teach. Like you just said, just do it in spite of the master class of life. Is that what you said Melody Cherie gave us? Please say that part again for me.
the Melody Cherie Masterclass. And I'm not talking about her property preservation
Period.
masterclass. I'm talking about the Melody Cherie Masterclass.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
what she gave us. She gave us a whole masterclass.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
came in here and showed us about marriage. She was authentic in showing us that, marriage ain't perfect. This is real
Right.
life stuff that marriages go through. But, she was the only one on the cast that was willing to just show us real life about what
Right.
love and marriage actually looks like. So she taught the masterclass.
Yes, ma'am. Look, speechless,
Chit chat.
damn near. Hold on
Chit
one
chat.
second. Hold on one second, Philly. Speechless is what I have to say, sis, to you, for that. The masterclass of melody, the masterclass of Melody's life. Really, that's it. That's all. We can drop the mic on that. That's what she's done. That's what she's shown us. That's what she showed Carlos King. That's what she showed her non-supporting cast. The masterclass of her life, baby. Amazing, amazing, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know I love me some you. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face if I have to. Thank you for being just who you are. And when it comes to you, this has been your message from day one. This ain't new how she talking right now. So again, if you're not subscribed to Pink Table Topic, please make sure to go over there and subscribe. She not new to
Mm-hmm.
this, she true to this. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The male MALE meter is here. Dr. Michael Robinson said, I am proud of Melody. I will always be a fan. I will support her in whatever she does. God bless you, Mel. Onward and forward. Period. '06 to '08. Period. Thank you so very much. And he came out and said he is a male meter. Love it, love it, love it. Philly girl, what was that you wanted to say?
Oh, I just wanted to say when we do our trip, can we please have Pink Table Topics? We got to do a service so sis can.
So she can preach,
No,
child.
no, I'm serious. I'm serious.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
we got to
That is
incorporate that into the program.
Yeah, that is her. That is Pink Diva living in her authentic self. And again, that is one of the reasons of how our sisterhood was formed. Love it, love it, love it. And we'll definitely do that. Philly Girl for Life. Sis, I love you. Thank you for that. Let me
Love
acknowledge a
you
couple
back.
more super chats. M. Robinson, thank you. This has been another beautiful session. Much love from Michael Davis Robinson. So look, the male meter has always said and gave praise to his wife. M. Robinson, I know you are the wife. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your super chat. And thank you guys. Look, we are talking about each other up here, but when it comes to the voices, comments are voices. I say this to you guys all the time. Your comments are commentary. So give yourself your flowers as well. And I'm going to give you your flowers. Thank you for putting up with me when I got to shut it down. I didn't want to run my platform on a beef related type of platform. Do we let loose? As sis said, absolutely. And we're going to continue. That's real life. That's real life. But I thank you guys. Content creators and platforms couldn't be platforms without you guys. So big shout out to you all as well. Relly, thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super sticker. This live turned out to be exactly how I wanted it to be. I didn't want to come up here and us voice our opinions on how saddened we may be, how angry we may be with, again, the decision that I feel Mel had to make because they left her no other choice. I know that's what we all are still feeling, but I wanted to make this a positive thing, and we've done that. Now, will we let loose tomorrow? Absolutely. Absolutely. But let me remove this and put this back up. when it comes to the blueprint, I don't want to get emotional. I really don't. Thank you for being a teacher, Mel. Thank you. That was her profession, but it definitely continued in her life. Like sis just said, the master class of her life. We thank you. Definitely not no trauma bonding. Somebody in the chat earlier said, look, I've been married for over 40 years. Philly girl on the panel, she been married 45 years. Neva P just celebrated 41 years. Pink Diva celebrated 15 years. This hasn't been a trauma bond. This has been exactly what, again, has been put out here to the world. Protect Black women. That's what this have been. Has shit been traumatic at times as far as what Mel has gone through? Yes. Have we had some traumatic experiences in our life? Yeah. But yes. But this isn't a trauma bond. This has been a protect Black women bond. And we're going to continue. So when it comes to the cast, when it comes to Carlos, look, and I wish you guys could see me putting my hand down all the way to the ground. Leave that shit where it is, in the gutter. That's what's to come. The gutter. The only Black excellence that's been displayed for me when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville has always been Melody Shari, in spite of everything that she's been going through in her life. So no, it will not continue on that show because we ain't seen it. Had I seen it, then yeah, I probably would have been a supporter of theirs. I probably would have been giving them their props. We haven't seen it. What we have seen is them being able to collect a check on Mel's back. And as I said, as I started this live, not a single one of them, especially the women, stood by her side. So yeah, it's up and it's stuck when it comes to my support for Melody Cherie. And I am so very excited to see what's to come. It was a beautiful thing again too, and I'm sure it's a lot more over there on her page right now. But those that are in the reality TV space that drop down over there in her comment section, it was so heartwarming to see because it lets you know they've seen her. They've seen what she's gone through. And like she said, look, all money ain't good money. She don't need that shit anyway. For real. You know, we talking about the master class of her life, but on an average master class session, she making 100, 200,000. When she go live on TikTok, she making 100, 200, 300, 400, a million. And we showing up and showing out tomorrow and every day for me going forward. I will continue to support Mel. Shout out to Miss Van. Shout out to them babies. A lot of children, and I don't even want to get too deep, but a lot of children that are a product of divorce, we see them acting out in other ways. But what I see when it comes to Mel's babies are respectful, gifted, educated, all of the above from the teachings of their mother. Shout out to her for covering her babies. And shout out to her for removing that goddamn cover when it comes to Martell Hope. Shout out to Mel, baby. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. Thank you, ABK, for being a member for 20 months. I love you. And thank you, ABK, for the super sticker. Can we go ahead and put hashtag God said go in the chat on our way up out of here? God said go and Mel is gone. Okay. And as Essence so eloquently said, she is reclaiming her time. Shout out to Maxine Waters, Auntie Maxine Waters, that came out here as far as that slogan, reclaiming my time. And yeah, Mel, again, we are excited for what's to come. We are. So I thank each and every one of you. Let me properly thank ABK. Give me 1 second. And depending on how I feel, keep Cutie Crew and Patroni Cuties, keep your notifications on. We may go ahead and get together later tonight. So just keep your notifications on. I'll let you guys know either way, but my voice is tired. I'm not tired. Woke up feeling about 10 pounds lighter. Okay. I wish that was in the real sense though, child. I gotta work out. Uh ABK, thank you so much, sis. All right, we are out of here. I love you guys. Again, shout out to each and every one of you that's been holding Mel down. In my words, that's been slanging and banging. And as Relly said, if need be, and we got to come out and slang and bang going forward when it comes to this season, upcoming season. I'll do that. Yes, I will. If need be, Carlos King with your messy, tad, chipmunk looking ass. If Carlos come out and say some shit that don't line up with the truth, yeah, I'll be here, but other than that, we are taking a well needed rest. Let your shoulders down, everybody. Get that tenseness up out of you and continue on. Okay. But I love you guys. I thank you guys. I'm going to play that Trick Daddy on my way out because, again, it was in my spirit. And I'll have to edit this out as well because YouTube child, they gonna let me know. Copyright. But that's what I feel. I'll take that copyright. I'll edit it on out. But thank you guys again to each and every one of you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday. Child, continue to offer just love and support to Mel. Can't wait to see what she has in store tomorrow for her TikTok live. To D me, love you, sis. Hope you get well soon. She's going through in fact, the flu bug and all of that. But shout out to the team that's in Cali with Mel as well. Jason is there, Lauren is there, Sean is there. They all are there, and I thank them. Let me say that, and I'm ending it. I thank them for their support and just standing by Mel. So we out of here. I love you guys. To the panel, thank you to each and every one of you that came up and graced the panel with your presence today. Shout out to the content creators. It don't stop. It don't stop and it won't stop. Hold on. I saw a message that I wanted to read. A couple. Mary Daniel said, Melody and her family are loved beyond measure. She endured much hard ache and pain from such a toxic environment from this show, but God has given her such grace and strength to withstand and now move. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And then MD Hill, thank you, sis. You said, well done. This is a true girl code and a sisterhood. It shows successful Black women can support one of their own. It absolutely does. With no jealousy, no envy, no none of that. And as I mentioned, as it comes with the sisterhood, we have had arguments, child. We had one last night with Nina. We still love her. you know, that's real life. We're gonna have disagreements, we're gonna have this debates, but I thank God, I really, really do, for just blessing me with an extended family through the internet. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? All right, guys, let's let Trick Daddy take us on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I'll chat with you guys soon. Ooh, Chronicles of Kim K. Baby, Nina girl had me to go make me a drink last night on a Thursday. You hear me? Hilarious. All right, guys, we out of here. We love you, Mel. Continue on, onward and upwards. Period. Period. All right. Chat with you guys soon. Know somebody. Hold on. No sound. I see people dancing. Y'all can't hear? What's going on? Panel, did you guys hear Trick Daddy? What's going on? Damn, did you hear it at the start? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hold on. Put a 1 if you can hear me. Hold on. Aunt Debbie say a 1. But you can't hear the video. What's going on? Why? Huh. All right, let me try it again. It's playing on my end. I'll try it again. If not, we'll end how we normally end. Shoot, that sucks. Hold on. I'm gonna try something else. Hold on, guys. I really want to Trick Daddy on my way out. And protect your peace. All of you guys, protect your peace. You know? Okay, let me go back here. Hold on. I'm going to try to play it again. All right, give me 1 second. And if not, I'll end it how I normally end it. Oh, shoot. Damn. Hold on. Which one I just opened up? This one? Okay. Hold on, guys. This sucks. Let me go here. Let me go here. Hopefully we can hear it. Here I go. Here I go. Let's see. Let's see. And Debbie, you going live today?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be there. All right. Let me try. Let me try. Thank you again to I believe Michelle Robinson and the Mel meter. Dr. Robinson. Thank you guys so much for dropping down in the chat. Let's try this one more again, child. What's going on? All right. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on, child. Ooh, I hate StreamYard. All right. We tried. We tried. All right. Okay. I had to turn my phone up to see. Okay. It's not working, but it's okay. I will chat with you soon. Aunt Debbie, thank you again for joining me on the panel. I'll be over there your way in child, about 30 minutes if it's your regular time. Is it your regular time?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be there.
All right. Okay. And if you guys are not subscribed to Aunt Debbie, make sure to subscribe to Aunt Debbie, all lowercase, Aunt Debbie. Join us over there. Love you too, Chronicles of Kim K. Gotta share the page is on or it won't play. I did, really. It played at the start. I don't know how come it's not now. So it's okay. I'll end it with my little music. But thank you, Relly. Thank you so much. Continue doing the damn thing. Shout out to all the content creators. Shout out to the Cutie crew. Shout out to my Cutie mods. And shout out to each and every one of you that joined me for this live. I appreciate you guys. And shout out to the Blueprint, Melody Shuri. Lorraine, I was going to block your ass earlier. So I'm going to do it now. Thank you for putting that comment that you just put in here right now. Take your ass on, okay? All right, we out of here. Love y'all. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT.
with QT.